When Sylvie showed up on Loki, fans were instantly arguing over who she was. Was she truly a Loki variant, or was she truly the Enchantress, an Asgardian villain straight from the comics? These debates raged for weeks, but in the end, it turned out she was actually a female version of Loki, albeit with a few borrowed traits from the comic book version of the Enchantress, who had been purged from her timeline by the TVA, and she couldn't be any more different than the female Loki from the comics. In Norse mythology, Loki changed his form often, but in Marvel Comics, he remained in the same body since the 60s. That finally changed in 2007 following Ragnarok. The Asgardians who were killed during the event were destined to be reborn in new forms, but when Loki came back, he did so in the body intended for Lady Sif. Wanting to keep the body for himself, Loki trapped Sif inside the body of an old woman in hospice. She had no means of stopping him, and after a little while, Lady Loki revealed herself to Thor. The god of thunder was a bit confused about the reshaping of Loki into his friend's body, and he was still raw about the god of mischief's hand in bringing about Ragnarok. Lady Loki promised she wouldn't lie ever again and opted instead to weaponize truth-telling in her own manipulative way. She managed to form an alliance with Balder and set about using her goal of conquest and domination. Just because Loki was in Sif's body, that didn't mean her motives changed. She still wanted to kill her brother and rule Asgard, so she set about doing exactly that. Lady Loki's evil machinations weren't at an end just because she had a new outlook on life. She impersonated Scarlet Witch and manipulated the Avengers into battling the Lord of Chaos magic, which is the true source of Wanda's powers. Ultimately, she was trying to insert herself into the inner working of Earth's mightiest heroes. During the Secret Invasion crossover event, Lady Loki nearly got Beta Ray Bill killed by insisting he was a Skrull. She also had no problem slaughtering tons of Dr. Doom's servants during a fancy dinner to prove her worth as a member of Norman Osborn's supervillain society, the Cabal. Soon after, she manipulated events so that Odin's father, Bor, fought Thor, resulting in Bor's death. When Loki got tired of her new body, she met up with Hela, asking her to make him male once more. She did so, but it didn't exactly go according to plan. Loki ends up going back in time to take his revenge on Bor for killing his true father, and ends up inadvertently creating the events that led to his own origin. This gives him a new outlook on life, so he asked Hela to change him back, making him Lady Loki once more. Eventually, Lady Sif is discovered inside the body of an elderly woman. Thor comes in to help and manages to restore Sif to her original form, which subsequently returns Loki to his. This occurred in Thor number 602, which came out 2 years after Lady Loki was first introduced. She wasn't around for long in the comics, but she made a significant impact while she was there. She has returned a couple of times in various events, including Loki, Agent of Asgard, where she was revealed to be an operative for the All-Mother. In 2014's The 10th Realm, it was revealed that Loki's gender was fluid, which means he can change his gender at any time in the future. Lady Loki may return once more, and seeing as she's one of the most popular versions of the trickster, it's likely we will see her again in the pages of Marvel Comics. Thanks for watching today's video on fantasy theory. I will catch you in the next one. Until then, remember, with great power comes great responsibility.